Ray Lewis, Ray, do you like that Bayard is saying he wants to make Tom Brady look like Blake Bortles?
Listen, they're so young, they just don't know. And I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, look, what else are you supposed to say? Make him look like
he's unbeatable?
Right,
I'm scared of him?
You know, listen, when you walk into the Lions Den, you have to ask yourself a question. Who are you going to deal with? The head over there is Tom Brady. And if you're this young kid, Kevin Bryant, you're asking yourself, leading in the league, 8 picks.
Yep.
Right? A very aggressive Tennessee defense. There's nothing else to talk about. I remember a guy who played with us, and you remember this divisional round. Chris McCallum comes out and calls Eddie George out and said, I saw Eddie George fold, and he's soft, he's this. And I went to Chris and I said, Chris, okay, now you open up a can, we got to deal with him. Right? So if you're bold enough to do that, the only thing I'm gonna challenge Kevin with now, since it's just Thursday, you're going off of pure athleticism, and I get it. Right now, young man, you're having a great career, you're 8 picks, you're leading the league, everything is going great. But let me tell you somebody that you're dealing with, somebody that I dealt with many a times. Go home, he has the perfect life for it. His wife running around, his kids running around. He does not have to move. So when he goes home, he's been doing it for almost 10 days, he got a click in his hand. And he's clicking. To find,
he's clicking.
He's clicking.
Yep.
To find where your weakness is.
Yep.
And if you, Kevin, are not sitting down clicking like he clicking, if he clicking 5 hours and you clicking 1, you ain't winning this battle. See, this is a chess player. Brady's that's what makes this guy so hard to defend, because you think that he's gonna, maybe he come at Kevin. And if he does, guess what? He's gonna run down the field. I heard you said earlier. He's gonna run down the field and let you know, I'm glad you're talking. But I tell you what you gotta do. Most young kids, they do not take time to say, how do you be the master? You must study a master. How do you study a master? It takes a lot of time to study a master. It takes a lot of boring time to study a master. The one thing him, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning made me do was sit my behind down. Because I had to figure out how to beat them. How, and this is what I found out. They're gonna find my third corner and they're going at him all day until I cover him up and stop him. If I change him out for a backer, they're gonna check to the slot, put a slot man on him, and then they're gonna go to the pass. They're gonna find something. And so when you open up this can, what I'm saying is, are you willing to invest the time that it's gonna take to beat Tom Brady? Right? Go back to Atlanta Super Bowl last year. Right? Forget who the young kid is. I challenge this young kid. I say you got 2 weeks to play against arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. But you headed out to a club. Brady ain't going to a club. He already got the click in his hand. That game in that fourth quarter, you got to ask yourself this question. I watched it. Ain't no way. He out there on pure athleticism. He don't know what a flip means. He don't know what a 2x2 means. And when Brady takes the back and motion the back out and bring him back in, what he's trying to identify. It's simple math when you watch this guy play. When you ask him why he can play so long, he can play so long because there's no masters out there playing Brady.
This was the most amazing game I've ever witnessed. And maybe I'm being a little prisoner of the moment, but I don't think so. It's starting to sink in. That was the most improbable comeback in all of sports history, where there was no way, because the New England Patriots of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were all-time bad, followed by all-time great. All-time great. And I did say that back when we launched the show on September 6th. I said, this is going to be the year of Brady. He's going to be the Super Bowl MVP. But not in my wildest dreams or nightmares did I ever see it happening like that happened. And I'm ready to plunge and go this far. We'll talk about this throughout the show. But for me, I'm the biggest Michael Jordan fan on the planet, but now I have to be objective. I believe that last night, Tom Brady didn't just eclipse the great Joe Montana within the confines of Super Bowl and NFL. I believe last night, Tom Brady eclipsed the man, MJ, Michael Jordan, as the greatest clutch player in all of sports history. When you look at his Super Bowl resume, we'll get into it more in detail later. But what he pulled off last night was flat out impossible.